Well, I put this event together with Web3 Foundation, so it wasn't just me for sure. Web3 Foundation had a lot of experience with the decentralized exchange workshop that they pulled off, and I was sort of the instigator, mostly because one of the missions in Giveth is to share our findings in an open source way. Not just be, because when you want to be open source, like that's cool and all, but it's about being open source and inviting, going over the top with documentation so that people want to reuse your code, right? And it's that kind of ethos. And we found ourselves in Giveth in a place where we needed a scaling solution. And here we are, our mission statement is blockchain for good. So if we're a community centered around blockchain for good, how do we make the scaling solution help everyone in the blockchain space? And that was kind of what instigated this in the first place. We really had to, if we're going to put in all this effort to find the solution for us, and we're going to do a full-scale research on it, we might as well share our research so that not everyone else has to, right? We can just do it ourselves. It's just, we don't want to waste, we can save everyone the time. If we're going to put forth the effort, let's give everyone like a fair shake of it.
Okay, perfect. Now, next question. All the things that you saw during the past couple days, what's the thing that you thought you learned the most about, or what's the thing that's most exciting?
Thing that I what?
That you learned the most about, or that you find to be the most exciting. So just talk about what you think the coolest thing you saw over the past few days was.
So the question was, what cool things did I see and what am I most excited about? I mean, there are so many things. All the scaling solutions are really cool. Some of them are scaling now, right? Like micro Raiden and Parity Bridge. But I was kind of blown away at how many individual applications, like DApp teams, have their own scaling solution that they're putting forth. And I was really blown away by Counterfactual. Their solution is really cool, and I think it's going to be have a huge impact if they can pull it off. Because again, that's kind of a scaling soon thing. I also really loved what TrueBit is doing. The fact that you can just have one honest node, make sure that everybody has the right answer, as opposed to this 51% attack, kind of a single source of truth. That's a pretty cool model. And this is the magic of this space. There's so many geniuses working on something, and just to have them all in the same place vibing and being able to walk around from one conversation to the next and just hear what people are talking about. Sometimes it's about scaling. The other times it's about philosophy or some of these other, like, just interesting topics. That was really probably what blew my mind the most, is just being able to step into any conversation. And especially since, I have like an authority position, I can just walk into any conversation, which is pretty cool, right? It's a special place for me. But I can just step into any conversation and really enjoy what they're talking about. And it just feels like there's so many builders and so many cool, interesting people that are working on solutions. To have them all in one place was pretty magical.
Okay, so sort of a follow-up to that, but just a quick wrap-up summary. What did you think was the most unique thing or exciting thing that you found about this event in particular, and what sort of plans do you see for things like this in the future?
I think the uniquest part of this Scaling Now gathering or symposium is just that it's not a conference. It was just a place where everyone got to hang out and talk to each other. And there was less structure, especially today, where it was almost no structure. Like, yeah, okay, we had like 9 talks from the different scaling solutions, and that's it. Other than that, it's just, hey, everyone, go talk to each other, network. There's DApp teams that want to find a solution. They have 9 people offering solutions they can talk to. And then the solutions have the opportunity to get feedback from what their users really will want. And so it's just having this free space and kind of like leaning and trusting people to be productive during the main time. I feel like that's kind of a unique thing that you don't see in most conferences. Although I've heard amazing things about ETH Waterloo and ETH Denver. I'm just not in North America enough to like go to those conferences. So I really want to go to one of those things and see how they do it. But I hope we get to. I hope this isn't a unique thing. I hope we have more of these like focused topics, small groups, global conversations again.